Because personally, it's taken me a lot of time to get used to the fact that, okay, there are people out there who actually care for me as a person, who actually look at me and they're like, you're a nice guy. And the video begins. For the first time in my life, I finally feel like myself, which is really weird because this took a long time. This took a long time. This video is being recorded in May, and I've had the whole year. You know, if I'm honest, things only started working out in February when I moved here to Polokwane to start going to university. What happened was, before I moved, I prayed. And I know that sounds really cliche for all my watchers, my viewers who aren't Christian, right? But I prayed anyways, and I'm more like, God, please bless me with friends. Please guide me this year. And I couldn't be more happy. When I moved to Polokwane, I was really stressed. I don't even have a real bed. The bed that I have is a camping bed. I wasn't going to be sleeping on a real bed. I'm not going to be disclosing what was actually going to be my sleeping bed, but I'm really glad that I have this camping bed on me. And I'm really satisfied with how things are. I have friends that I can rely on. I only realized yesterday how much they truly love me and how much they truly rely on me, because personally, it's taken me a lot of time to get used to the fact that, okay, there are people out there who actually care for me as a person, who actually look at me and they're like, you're a nice guy. I want to chill with you, you know? So I have trust issues when it comes to friends. And yesterday I realized that, wow, these friends are God-given. These are the friends that I prayed for. These are the friends that I told God that, hey, please give me good friends. Because the relationship that I have with my friends, my inner circle when I'm here in Polokwane, is like 4 people, right? My friend group is like 5 in total. These guys I'm with, I wouldn't say every day for the sake of my parents or my grandparents ever seeing this video, because they don't like the concept of me having friends at all. They don't. Why? That generation and things, you know. But now these people are becoming part of my dream life and the life that I've really wanted, before I could tell myself that, oh yeah, I'm comfortable with myself. It takes a lot of time to get comfortable with yourself, but don't let your environment play most of the influence that takes you before you decide, okay, yeah, I'm comfortable with myself. No, that has to be on you. You have to sit down with yourself and talk to yourself in your mind and be like, this is what I struggle with mentally, let me overcome this. With my friends, I don't trust people at all. And I noticed yesterday that these friends are not just friends to me, these guys are actually family. In a sense, they are basically my siblings. I'm with them all the time. Their mom is super cool. That mom feeds me, bro. I go to the house sometimes, I leave, she'll call me and say, kgosi, I made you food, get your ass over here, let's eat. And I eat with them as a family. It's really nice. And then with Rakim, he even spoke to me the other day and he's like, I noticed that you my guy, you don't have an older brother figure in your life. Which is true. I mean, I do have older brothers in a sense. My first older brother is like, he's technically my uncle. All of them are technically my uncles. And well, there's a language barrier because I'm Setswana, but I'm only speaking English and I can't speak Setswana very well. And he speaks to me in Setswana. So like now there's a language barrier, and you know, and with Rakim is technically my older brother. He's the one who's showing me better experiences when I need help with talking to a girl. When I was stressing about the girl that I'm dating now, my girlfriend right now, when I was stressing and going bonkers over this girl, Rakim put his hand on my shoulder and he was like, kgosi, calm your ass down, bro. Stop stressing. And from that moment on, that's when I realized that, okay, wow, Rakim is like an older brother to me. He's 24, I'm 19. He's like 5 years older than me. I don't have anyone that I can truly call my old, cause I have my uncles, you know, my uncle, one of them is 27, the other one is 22, you know, the other one, he's 23, I think, you know, Rakim, 24, and he gets me. He knows that I'm a weird ass nigga. My older brothers, they don't know that I'm a weird ass nigga. They don't know that I'm maybe autistic. I don't know if I'm autistic. Maybe I am autistic. But then when it comes to friends, That is one thing that has really made me understand and come to terms with being comfortable with myself. Surrounding myself with people who make me feel comfortable with myself. Surrounding myself with people who want to see me grow, who want to see me become the best version of myself, you know? And that is what led me into where I am now when it comes to actually chase my dreams and putting down a plan for me wanting to chase my dreams. What are my dreams? I'm a writer, I'm an artist, and I really want to find a way to put those things into what I do in YouTube. You understand? I want to start creating art, selling my novels and writing novels, writing tons and tons of poetry. I need to understand that what I'm going to do with the rest of my life, these talents that I have, this is going to become a lifestyle. And that embracing my talent and finding a way and planning what to do with my talent, that is what led me to be more comfortable with myself, more comfortable with the understanding that, oh, I am a weird ass nigga, so I might as well do it as a living. You understand? So now I have this talent, let me do more with this talent. You understand? Let me go to TikTok and YouTube and post my poems there. One of the people that I look up to, Eric, I look up to that guy like every time he's live and I go live with him and I'm talking to his friends, they're all like, this boy, Eric, you have a fanboy over here. Yes, Eric, you do have a fanboy. Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of Eric. Eric is the person who inspired me to do poetry. I've always been a poet, like by heart, I've always been a poet. But he's the reason that I do poetry on TikTok now. You understand? So, practicing my talents and understanding that, okay, this is what God gave me. And putting those things to use in such a way that they grow with me as a person, and understanding that this is going to become a lifestyle, that has also played a big role in me becoming more comfortable with myself, surrounding myself with people who understand that I can be a workload and who are going to slap me every time I think otherwise. And looking at myself and what I have with myself and working with that, you know. I love being away from home. Like, in matter of fact, let me switch that around. I hate going home. My grandparents will call me that I miss you. Like, I do. I love my family. I miss my family so much. But I hate going home. I don't hate seeing them. I hate what happens when I see them. I love my long hair. Okay. I just took out my braids, matter of fact. I had braids on. And this afro, I love it. It's nice and messy. My grandparents are the dictators of my life. Okay. My South African grandparents, they don't like long hair. And I think we can all relate. So when I'm away from home, I'm going to grow out my hair. And when I go back there, I'm going to make sure that my hair looks short as possible, neat as possible, so that they don't say anything. Because there's no way that I'm cut. I'm the good kid. I behave. I do my schoolwork. I get 80s. You understand? So I'm chilled. They're not going to call me rebellious or anything. And if they do, I don't care. I'm still not going to cut my hair unless they make me. So me having long hair is part of my aesthetic, you know. Me having long hair is part of my aesthetic. And learning to understand my aesthetic and pulling in as many things as possible from my aesthetic and eliminating the things around me that block me from connecting with my aesthetic. Because I feel like your aesthetic is the language of your soul. That is how I would put it into words. Your aesthetic is the language of your soul. Because when you see a certain space, when you see clothing, when you see writing, drawings, that is the way your mind interacts with things. That is how you feel. You understand? It's how vibes work inside of your mind. And same goes for me. This orange light over here. Orange is my favorite color. Orange is my aesthetic. I just love orange in general. It's just a beautiful color and it's part of my aesthetic. And it's become part of me in the way that I see things. Orange lights are just beautiful things. Graffiti. You guys see the graffiti background? That's part of my aesthetic. I just love these things and I've learned to incorporate them into me. And I'm trying my best to make sure that anyone who does not like these things, I'm not going to give you an opportunity to to see these things or give you an opportunity to say anything bad about it. And that goes for family as well. That goes to my aunties and my uncles and my grandparents and my mother. My mother's cool actually. Like my aunties, she's only gonna say something bad if my grandmother doesn't like it. If my grandmother's cool with it and my mom is cool with it, she's cool with it. You understand? So she's cool. My mom legit doesn't care. Okay, she gives me personality freedom. If I want dreadlocks, she's gonna give me the money to go get dreadlocks. Graffiti on the wall, she's gonna ask me what's the meaning of it. She likes that. She understands that I am my own person. My grandparents, my South African grandparents, they don't. You understand? It's very difficult for them to comprehend that, oh, your child is your own person. And simply because you do not like something means that they need to walk away from that. You understand? And now that I was mostly raised by my mom and my grandparents, so now that's like a double belief that I need to shift away from when I have kids one day. Because I don't want to have my own kids one day and my kid wants to be, I'm going to make sure that my kid doesn't become a bad person, but I also have to make sure that my kid becomes their own person regardless of whether I like it or not. You understand? That is how I also eliminated the people around. No, I didn't eliminate them. No, I eliminated harmful things to my personality, and I made sure that, okay, toxic social media people, opinions that are going to hurt me, and old friends that are going to hurt me. When I left high school, I cut off, I think, the entirety of my friend group. I still talk to like 2-3 guys in my friend group. What happened was I cut off everyone and I only started talking to 2 other guys, because these guys are the only ones who actually made me feel like myself. These guys are the only ones who made me feel like being comfortable with myself. You understand? So it's okay to cut people off if they are in your vibe and just cramping your style. It's okay to cut them off. And then one of the other oaks, I met one of these guys. Apparently now we go to the same university, so it's he's here, he's a cool guy. You understand? He wasn't really harmful in any way. The only time he was harmful is when he was with the other oaks. So, but when he's on his own, he's a chill guy. He's okay. You understand? He's really okay. And now it's like, okay, this Sabatle, he's in Pretoria. He's leaving today. Hillary, I don't know what Hillary's doing. Hillary's doing his thing. Getso, he's the one who I found, we're going to the same varsity. Interesting. Excuse me. So now that Getso's back in my life, it's cool now because he's not harming me mentally in any way, shape, or form. You understand? So because he's like not in my inner circle, I don't want him in my inner circle. He's fine where he is. You understand? I am more comfortable with who I am because I cut out everything that was going to harm me and put me in a state of mind that, I shouldn't be like this. That's not true. God made you like that, okay? And try to nurture the way that God made you in a healthy way, okay? In a godly way. Because God gave you this and this and this. Now you have to pick this and this and this up and learn to play with it. Learn to mold it into something godly, something beautiful, something that is yourself. Okay? So I hope this video helped, and I hope that people understand that, okay, this is what I went through, this is how I became the person who I am, and I learned to be myself through taking myself and working with what myself is, which is art, which is writing, which is filming, and making sure that the people around me are not toxic entities, and understanding my aesthetic, which is the language of my soul. You understand? I love my family, but if they're going to harm my mentality that I've built up, I'm gonna step away from them and just come back, step away, come back, step away. You understand? My uncles, they're all cool people. I just okay, I've said what I have to say. You guys understand what I'm trying to say. Much love. Everyone is cool, everyone is okay. Just step away, bro. If something is preventing you from functioning properly to be yourself, just push it away, dog. Anyways, bye.